Game jerks. That's annoying. Kind of want to build my unique building here, so we'll see how that goes. Narrative choice. Nice boost in culture. Oh, I have space now. Yeah, we'll just throw more these culture ones on it, because why not? Oh boy, he has a lot of units. I'm just gonna keep saving my gold to buy stuff.
Increased leisure are the two civilizers of man.
So this must be new to the English. One of the new ones. That's why I never remember seeing it before. Doesn't tell me where it's being built yet, which is a little bit annoying. All right. I'll put you there. Don't really matter. So what is your plus 1 movement to civilians? With both a great work and a resource slotted. Don't really care about that at the moment. Gold. So my militaristic attribute or my gold equal to my economic? That's just towns. I don't care about towns. That's stupid. Because that literally just turns the production into gold. Why wouldn't I just pick propaganda then?
Cross the sea like a bird.
I'm not worried about her. I probably should check to see what her relationship with you is. I don't like that you're constantly... Okay, that's what I was kind of worried about, so we may have to start pumping out units here in a second. So with that in mind... go ahead and do a nice little improvement with these units. Oh, that's silly. Can I have my mouse back, please? Okay. Alright, so we can get a unique improvement, +5 science, +9 adjacent leverage trait. I don't really care for that. +1 science for every city-state you're a suzerain of. It's not terrible. +5% science for every city-state you're a suzerain of. Receive a free technology to become a suzerain of a city-state, including this one. So this is my first one, and I have a bunch coming. We're gonna grab this.
The face of a city changes faster than a human
Get
heart.
modern bridges, promote production. Okay. We'll get this in case they declare war. It's quite a long time to get, but it's probably for the best. Now for you... where can I build you? Sure, we'll build you over here. Then I also am going to want port and a rail station here. That's fine. So port. Unfortunately, this is the only place I can build it. I'm going to have to take the hit because it's just too important otherwise. Oh boy, that is a big production buff, but it's down there. So what did I decide? I decided science buildings here, production buildings up here. Yeah. So we're gonna put you here, and the military actually the military academy is, I can't overbuild the military academy. Right, the military academy is one of... It'd be nice if it said which age it was from. Alright, well either way, I can, with all the food we've got here, we don't need food tiles, so we'll go ahead and yoink this then. And then we can throw another down there just to get more production. Where did I put it? I put it here. Complete the financial center, yep. Plus 1 artifact, but minus 275, that's fine. Okay. You see my great works right now. Okay. We got plenty of space for stuff that I'm just not getting.
It is cold. But
Okay, you've grown. I could increase my culture, I could increase my production and my science. We're gonna keep doing that here, I think is the best thing to do. Another friendly, so we can get science building plus 1 science for every city state you are suzerain of for science buildings, which I think is fantastic.
so readily do people adapt themselves to the marvelous contrivances.
Okay, so here we definitely want to build more of my unique buildings. You're doing great on food, but there's nowhere to build it. Guild house, yeah, so both of these can be replaced, so we'll build it right here. Okay, looks good. Okay, same thing. I need space for 2. You're building a schoolhouse right now. Wait, how is the schoolhouse in progress? Okay, so I have to build it there. Gotcha. Yeah, build it here, I guess. That's a natural wonder spot, I think. Gosh darn it, they wiped them out too. That's annoying. And they wiped them out. So boost in science, we can grow my city. No standout spots, right? I guess this technically gives a little bit more. Not as much as here, though. I don't like the influence. Oh, I guess influence penalty, never mind. Dude. What's your relationship with other people? Hostile to me and you, unfriendly. Neutral for you. Problem is, I'm not particularly friendly with the people around me that could even help. Which kind of sucks. Alright, so you... Let's do a military academy. With the healing military academy, we can do... Rail station... And then the laboratory? Then the schoolhouse. And then we need to start spamming defensive fortifications everywhere. Actually, you should build fortifications, because why not?
We annihilated the world.
Alright, can my capital build the Eiffel Tower? It can! Let's do culture and happiness on quarters in the city. I know I have a lot of those. So yeah, I'll throw you down here. You're finishing that in 2 turns, which I'll let you do. Then you go up there. And you built there, that's fine. Build you there. And then build you there. Alright, so I'm tempted to go science victory with how things are going with the culture possibility. Economic is also a possibility, so we can go factory first and start that trend. Let's put you here, you here, you here. Okay, nice little bump in culture. Alright, so before the leader sees power, we can get +1 military, +1000 culture, or +1 ideology legacy path. Let's do the ideology legacy path. I don't even know what that is. Okay, you're growing. You're okay with happiness. You've got other sources of happiness. So we can go ahead and give you some people. We got 1.5 here. Choose a celebration. We're pretty neck and neck. We're gonna probably go for the science victory though, so we're gonna grab that. I guess yeah, that +2 science and happiness, but I don't think it's gonna give us much. It's hard to tell with the additional boost in actual science. Let's see here. There's no real bonuses, so we'll just throw you down randomly. 48 food per turn, you're growing in 10 turns, that's fine. I think if you're growing less than 20 turns, then I'm gonna go ahead and just keep you growing. It's not still on cooldown. Wish it would give me like an actual number though. All right. So my capital can have more specialists. I think the slight increase in production is pretty solid, so we'll just finish that up. Did you grow more than once? Because if you did, that's crazy. Now size 60, growing in 8 turns. City-state collection bonus. So we can get the open air museum, provides +5 culture, +2 science research, tropical. Yeah, it sounds great, but I also have a lot of full up tiles, so. Culture buildings receive +1 culture for every city you're suzerain of. Receive an artifact, +1 social policy. We'll do that everyone we're a suzerain of.
So readily do people adapt themselves to the marvelous contrivances
So
which
getting the
modern
science,
ingenuity has devised.
the science city-state first is really solid, because then you can get the one every time you pop if you go for a bunch of city-states. Mind you, we've lost like 3. Which is kind of a bummer. Alright, so who should I butter up with? How about you? You're pretty far behind. Would you like to do this? No. Okay, how about you? Would you like to do this? Okay, how about this one? Okay, great. How about this one? Okay. Because they all love me for just not being an ass, I guess. I'm like, I've been very nice to everybody in this era. Alright, that's the flat plains, the Valley of Flowers. I was in Civ 6, but I never played Civ 6 enough to actually see it. Okay, generous gift. Grow my city. Grow the town. Oh, you still have fish there. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna... Definitely not gonna make you go to a food focus yet then. I didn't even think of that. Or I did, and it's been so long it doesn't matter. Wealth flows to the land like a river. I guess we just get an economic point for being rich. Alright, so... Let's create towns with plus resource capacity in city. I guess we're just gonna go down this path with the economic points. Maybe it's because I have so much 10,000 gold in the treasury. Is that when it pops up? Is that like a secret thing that could possibly happen? Okay, you could actually use a boost in happiness, so I'm gonna grab some happiness there. You're good in terms of happiness, so... Ah! Here we go. Nice additional production boost. All right, so you're actually really solid for food and that, so we can give you some additional happiness.
The tower can live on itself, just as modern mass production requires the standard.
Okay, so we've got so much money now. Ooh, I'm gonna actually go ahead and start buying stuff. So let's buy a rail station and a factory. That's my production slot. Okay. Now, in fact, if I'm gonna buy them, I should actually buy them in these areas. So we want connected to the capital by railroad. So I think that means build a road, two settlements connected by roads, each has one rail station, which is built risks. Travel. I think I would also need a. All right. Well, let's focus on my towns that are on my main continent. So let's buy a rail station. Boom. And then buy a factory. Wait, the rail station takes a full 2? Interesting. Or maybe you can only buy on one tile per turn. Alright, well that's all I'm gonna do for the moment. So now that we've done that though, we can remove everything. So what do I want? I think we want +5 settlement growth rate is awesome, so we'll throw in the fish. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30, so I need 30% less food now, which is awesome. We can go ahead and throw the rest of the silk back. I don't know why it does it like that. I'd like the order it was before. And then I've got you down here. You've only got 2 slots, so let's take a peek at what I've got. That's only about 2. T for the extra science. Sounds solid. And then it's just those 2 for the moment, right? Yeah. Okay. Build the manufactory. Where was it? Where did I build it? Oh no, the Opera House. No, I messed up. So this is an issue I have with like not knowing each building. And there's no way to like destroy buildings. I would be very happy to do that. Like I'll take the hit. Like there's no way to say to sell the building, for example. There really should be. That's like almost kind of mind-boggling to me, but you know, whatever. Alright, so I would like... Ooh, +1 food on fishing boats and pastures. That sounds lovely. I have lots of fishing boats. You know what? Let's actually continue to block this area here. Choose a city-state bonus, +5% science for every city-state you are the suzerain of. That sounds amazing.
If I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear. Just as modern mass production requires the standardized...
Okay. Nice little boost even further. Let's go and repair the farm. Alright, so we want to... I would like to build the rail station. These are all good tiles. I guess I'll build it here. Sounds good to me. Brandyburg Gate suffers no happiness penalties for war weariness plus happiness to conquered settlements. Okay, yeah, we definitely want to go for this. So, hegemony would need globalism. How are we doing, by the way? We're kicking butt pretty solidly. Just that solid foundation. That's what I did in the Antiquity Age. I didn't try to, like, overkill certain things. I just went all out with what I thought was best. In terms of having a good foundation at home. Let's grab flight. Do you have a factory now? No? I'm confused. Alright, well, let's start building defensive buildings. Okay, beautiful. Let's see. Holy cow, is that disappointing? There's like nothing. I've got you doing that. Well, I've got one over there. Since I've already got the one over there, I guess I can send you back over here. Alright, another cultural. We get additional policy and an artifact. Yeah, we'll just take the artifact, I guess.
The sound of wings.
Flight for free, which is lovely. Now, I believe the victory condition... We're only 18% of the way through, by the way. That's kind of crazy. We want to build the aerodrome. If I look at my highest production, which I don't know if there's a good way of doing that, which is really annoying. My capital's got to be, though, right? Yeah, 175. Absolutely freaking lootly. So we'll go ahead and build the cannery. Gives me 31 food per turn. That's more than a 10% increase. So yeah, we'll build that first. It's only 2 turns. Followed by the aerodrome, which I can put there. Then, yeah, I don't really care about that. 9 food's not much. Then I can start building modern bridges everywhere. Give it a nice little buff and happiness. You also have pretty solid production, so I think we could also build it here as well. There's nothing else particularly that stands out. Well, they're right there for the nice little, like, enemies over there type situation. Alright, we've got another factory. This one only has 3 slots. Let's see. So I have... Wish there was a sort button. Unit seal additionally, plus 3% happiness, plus 3% culture for the... Yeah, that works pretty well. So let's go with the... Well then. Okay. Now you have some more slots, so I would say you're solid. You could use some more happiness, so we'll give you the elephants because happiness and production. All right, you build me a factory. You build me a factory. There's a factory. Now, I should be making economic points, right? Where do I see that? I just am. So I've got 35. I believe for every one I've got slotted, I get 1 point, if I'm not mistaken. But it doesn't tell me. Alright, we get +3 food on rail stations, or +3 gold. Well, the gold is better than the food at this point. Given that I'm putting all my food places, running them over, so... Those aren't particularly worth it, so we'll just keep grabbing naval tiles. Alright, so... +2 production on military buildings sounds pretty solid. Nice little boost right there is pretty good too. Right, I need to... wrap this up. It's actually a pretty good time-wise place to do it. Alright, let me finish this turn up. So we have the manufacturing area, and let me put it on a place where I know I can build it. That's an Ironless Ageworks Bazaar Dungeon. 8 is the best. Yep, so right here. Right here. And that's good for the moment. And then a factory, which I can put... right there. Specialization available. You're still growing pretty fast. All right. That's it for this session. I think we got about 40 turns in. Thank you all very much for watching, and God bless.